look like he's in this match as well. So there is Baton. This is the XO Elite or Esports $1,300 Conquest League Match 7 of finals. Today is the last day. We have these 4 final matches, and we're coming in between Impala and its islands, going across the top of Los Leon, Chumacera to the north of Villa del Mar along the western wall. Very, very southern flight path. Doesn't get a lot farther south than this. I've seen it from Puerto Mauricio over to prison, but it's never pretty. It's never pretty when they are just all this crushed in. But let's see what's going to happen. We do have the Emperors headed up towards Impala. We've got almost there, headed out towards La Padita to the north side of Leones anyway, right there along with XO Elites. We have Nucleotide headed down to the southern farms of Los Leon. We got the Mazexis, the winners of the last match, headed over to the Western Industrial Park of Los Leon. Dark Esports and the Sinners once again headed to Picado. Every match so far that these two have been in together, they have battled for Picado. Just like the Wolves headed up with Legacy in Control to Monte Nuevo. I feel another fight coming on. We have X-Force once again headed down to Partona with the Sentinels. And in Villa del Mar, we have the Digital Age and the Real Gunners Esports. So we have all sorts of fights getting ready to take place. And since we are with Baton, we will stay with Baton. Baton watching all 4 of them from Legacy in Control. This is not the first time these 2 teams have met here in Monte Nuevo. So let me see what else we could see. Does look like X-Force. If you guys want to see what's happening, X-Force did not go to Partona. We do have Fate down on the prison island with them, but Balak and Alim heading to that north. Let's check over onto, ooh, Chahal. What just happened? Chahal just fell. So now we do have the Digital Age and the Real Gunners over here in Villa del Mar. If you look down at the right hand corner, you can see that they are all facing off. The Real Gunners Esports over to the western edge and the Digital Age over on the eastern side of Villa del Mar. And then we do have, oh, look at that. We've got the Sinners and Dark Esports in the reds. And then we've got off angles back on both sides from east to west for Dark Esports and the Sinners. So I want to keep an eye on all of these fights going off, but you guys make it really difficult. And over here we got the Dreamers Esports also right on top of Shoot to Survive. Dreamers Esports pulling back just a little bit, as it does look like Shoot to Survive did get to those vehicles first, so I almost missed that. Alright, so let me go ahead, and I don't even know what to do here, guys, because I don't want to miss any of the fights. You guys need to let me know in the chat who you want to keep an eye on. We are sticking right here with Baton, while Legacy in Control is right over here. And let's see, Chahal, are you back up? Are you okay, Chahal? I'm glad to see you back on your feet. Alright, so let me go poke my nose over here, find out what's going on. They're both in the red apartments. It does look like they're kind of pulling away from each other. We do have Shoot to Survive in El Pozo, and the Dreamers are coming up. You can see that the first zone is all the way to the northwest. So we do have just a little bit of both walls in here, but most of it is playable. So not a lot going on. And ooh, Dark Esports just found Scarface. Where was Scarface? Where were you over here? And he is down and out. I hear Dark Esports Calicar has been knocked. You can see that right through the wall. And Naomi the goat coming right up and in, trying to push him back because AP is trying to get that res off onto Calicar right now. Calicar back up onto his feet. Naomi throwing those nades up and over. Dark Esports still coming right up and around. So now, the real gunners down here in Darwin. Oh, I hear a sticky bomb. You guys know I like the sticky bombs. Darwin was way over here. Come on. Oh, this drives me crazy. So now let's see if I can move. There we go. So it does look like the digital age is pulling away from the real gunners. The real gunners. Hello everyone and happy Tuesday night. I had to actually think of what day it is. That's the kind of week I'm having. Hello everyone. Welcome to AXO Esports Battle of the Stars. Let's go. Let me show you the all-star teams we have for you tonight. In slot 3, the Broken Spirit. Slot 4, Zero Mercy. Slot 5 are the Real Gunners Esports. Slot 6, Top Losers. Slot 7, Almost There. Slot 8, Team Entity. Slot 9, we have Complex Esports. Slot 10, Team Control Star. Slot 11, Manic. Slot 12 are the AXO Elites. In slot 13, Velocity. Slot 14, Unique Legacy. Slot 15, the Fanatics Esports. Slot 16, Paper Rex Fam. There we go. Let's go, ladies. Slot 17, Made in Nepal. 18, Alpha 4 Legend. 19 are 4 Rogue Men. And 20 are the Golden Eagles NA, and they are still flying, boys. Hello to everyone in the chat. Look at this. Hello, Abby. First, yes, you were. Sunshine. Love the new logo. Thank you, son. Looks good with the glacier, right? Even though this game does not want to give me one at all. Emperor started playing again, did they? Oh no, this is from last spring. The maps before the Conquest League that we did in the spring with EXO. Why you never accept my invites? 'Cause you always invite me when I'm streaming. When I'm casting. Hello, Roland Zada. Hello everyone. Welcome in. Grab your popcorn, grab your towels, because we are about ready to get sweaty. We're still waiting for a couple of teams to come on in. As you can see, we are missing a few players and a couple of teams, actually. We're missing all the 4 Rogue Men and all 4 of the Golden Eagles. It's crazy that these 2 teams are just invisible. And they are on my list and they are on the roster, so I'm not sure where they are. But we should be starting fairly soon. Let's see. Got some people bouncing in and out. Uh-oh, where are you, Nehan? Nehan, your seat is empty. I see a big old empty space right there. Let's go ahead and put the iPad up there. There you go. So now we are set and ready. Woo! How about that? Are you guys ready? Hopefully everything is working. I was kind of rushed a little bit today, so my brain is not braining just at the moment. It's still in panic mode. Who should we jump with, guys? Let's see. Let's see.
Who should we go with? Should we go with one of the EXO Elites from the host team? Yeah, let's go with host team. I'm feeling it. Let's go with... Should we go with Unknown? There we go. Let me go ahead and put that iPad up there. Not that it mattered much. I'm a little late. I'm having one of those days. Alright, so our very first flight path. Let me get that up there for you. We're coming in from that southeast corner of Sosnovka Military Base, just below Novo Crates. Going across the East Bridge over the Shark Fin, up and just to the east of Potato, just over Farm School, Rozhok, and just to the west of Severny. So there's the flight path. We're starting off tonight. Alright, let me check what this ping is, make sure everything's good. Guys, if there's any issues, let me know. We're still having all those crazy YouTube issues. Everyone is having them, so it wasn't just me on Sunday night, which Sunday night messed me up because I kept thinking it was Monday night. Alright, so team control stars right over here jumping with the EXO Elite. So let's go ahead and put this up on the live screen. And while they are landing on in, we're with Unknown. While we're landing on in with them, we'll keep an eye on the mini map down below in the lower right hand corner to see where these teams are going. We got the top losers with Broken Spirits and Manic over here towards the shelter prison area. Let's see, Made in Nepal going over to the 12 pack. We got the Real Gunners down in Pachinki. We've got Entity going to the north of Pachinki. Exo Novo. Oh, Exo Nova just ran over someone. Let's go see what's going on with Nova. What are you doing, Nova? Should have stuck with Nova, huh? Alright, so we do have two teams in Yasnaya. We've got over on the eastern edge of Yasnaya, we've got Unique Legacy, and over on the western side, we do have the Fanatics. And it does look like they're still fighting for their property over here. And the rest of the map looks pretty good. You can see that we still have military base in that zone. So we could be going down there. I feel like we're going to go north of military base, but maybe not. We'll have to find out. Alright, so it does look like Nova was able to pull away. So let's see what else is going on. Oh, he's coming to pick up Unknown because Unknown does have Broken Spirit. Mr. Jack Lord, are you already set up? Do you have your gun ready? No, he does not. Run, Jack, run! Alright, so let's go. It looks like everybody's separated out, going their own way. We do have top losers and Manic right over here between Broken Spirits, all in this crazy split. So I think everybody else is far enough away. I'm not sure what this guy's doing over here. Where's the rest of your team? We do have a full team over here for Team 9, Complex Esports, but I'm not sure what he is doing. Oh, I see. The rest of his team's going up to North Georgia. I see. Alright, so that gives us an idea, but I do think Unique Legacy is starting to push up onto the Fanatics. So let's head on over to Yasnaya Poliana. We do have the two teams here. We've got Unique Legacy, and you can see in the mini map up in the upper right, we also have the Fanatics. And the Fanatics are not too far away from Marioso. Alright, let's see. Santizin. Do you have eyes on Marioso yet? Let's see what Santizin is keeping an eye on. He's keeping an eye on his loot. Alright, I think I can go ahead and put this map up for you. Give you some idea of the drop spots. Get you guys ready for tomorrow night when you're doing your VOD review. And Napoleon. Let's check in on Unique Legacy. Look at this movement, getting those thumbs all warmed up. Alright, let me see. We do have another team almost there. I almost missed it. They went all the way up and around Stauber. They're on a four-way split up to the very northern edge. And then we got Blasty up at Stauber. So I see Moten getting a car. Oh, we got all sorts of chaos down here. Let's see what's happening down in here. So we got Zero Mercy along with Team 10, Team Control Star. Oh, Ninja. Team Control Star is looking at you. Do you know Team Control Star is over here? Almost feels like he doesn't even know. And then we do have Broken Spirit, the one that got away from Exo Elites over in the logging camp. He is up on that ridge line too. So we do have some teams not too far away, and I feel like we did move some out. Let's get on over here with Team Control Star. It does look like Robin is getting kind of close, and I'm not sure. There we go. And they are right over here with Alpha 4 Legend. I do see M416, so he might be having some company very shortly, because I do see that all. Oh yes, he is. Look at this. He's got a whole squad of Team Control Star over here with him. So we'll stay here for just a minute and see how he takes care of that. Let's see what's going on. Oh, I hear some more shots going off. Let's see. We don't see exactly where those shots are coming from, but I do see that Alpha 4 Legend is starting to work their way around. They're up on the hilltop just to the south of Potato. So, but now the Duo 4 Alpha 4 Legend also has Manic coming right at him. You can see that down in the lower right hand corner. So there might be some clashes right over here. So let's head up to the hilltop and check in on what's going up there. I think Bones was one of them that was up there. Yeah, there he goes. And there goes Manic right above him. Taking the route to Potato, and Bones letting them know that they're already here. It's occupied. Oh, we got a hovercraft and everything, and I think 416 is in trouble over here. Oh, Angelinka did get knocked over here when he got off, but you can see Robin right up there on that rooftop. M416 trying to get that spray, and here comes Bones and the rest. JPK coming right up and in, trying to get his teammate picked back up, and now here comes the whole Alpha 4 Legend. Angelica right. Oh, JPK slamming the door on that nade as the nade came right on by him. Bones, we're just that nade going right off in JPK's face. So now Robin is the last one still standing, but you can see that Maiden Nepal is also coming in. And Robin trying to get those sprays onto 10 as Manic is chasing him down. JPK still crawling, and the rest of Alpha 4 Legend in the house down below the red 2 stack. So I don't know what Robin's going to be able to do. He is now a solo, and I think he's double thinking. JPK right on over there. JPK crawled all the way up the hill because I think Alpha 4 Legend realized that Manic had come up and around. JPK escaped. JPK escaped. What? Oh, Nate! Oh, that's a smoke. Oh, I had a heart attack. I thought that after JPK made that long crawl that he was gonna go out to the nade. Here comes the nades now. And let's see what else is going on. We still have Alpha 4 Legend all the way around here. I'm not sure where Manic went. Robin ducking down his Zuzriz. I can never figure out how to say it. The Riz. Oh, that nade. Oh, Robin, we saw that nade coming right at you, and he is cooking that right over there in that hovercraft. So let's see. We still have Zero Mercy on the other side taking out. Look at that. So let's check. I don't want to get off. Hello, Dweezy. Thank you. Hello, Foxy. Hello, Crucial in the house. So JPK is still right here, right under Manic and Alpha 4 Legend. Alpha 4 Legend tried to come out and look for him, and JPK trying to take those shots and trying to come down and around. but it cannot hold off all three of them. And now Zero Mercy over here in the fight with Manic after Manic left the murder house and came over here to Zero Mercy. Look at that, Zero Mercy, MZH getting those shots right on through the window. Through the window, boys, through the wall. You know how that all goes. Now Manic is trying to get on out of there. You can see Vortex going down to about 80% health. And Turtle over in the nade shack. The chaos in the first 5 minutes. I'm telling you, we're barely into stage 2. So it hasn't even been 5 minutes and we're down to 14 teams. And we still have all these teams over here. We still have Manic to the west. We've got Zero Mercy right over here. Alpha 4 Legend up at the top of the hill in the murder house. Ooh, they pushed down and across to the nade shack, and the nade shack is getting mollied. We do have Zeriz coming down and around, and look at this. We got another team coming up and around behind the top losers. The top losers are also up here. Let's see what the Kaiser is doing. Kaiser, you got all sorts of helmets to choose from. They are all sorts of levels, also. The places. Oh no, and so now K has been knocked, but I think Kaiser should be able to pick him up because everybody else is too busy with everything that's going on. Turtle has been just abandoned. He's feeling a little orphaned in his look at us with all the little hearts on it. Alright guys, let's get back over to Alpha 4 Legend. I think Alpha 4 Legend, there goes the Risen Turtle! Right when we clicked off of them, got that from the third party. Bones is the last one still standing. They did take out Team Control Star, but then they got 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th party. I don't even know. What a shot by Bones right across the street through the window. Now he's trying to get those shots over onto Turtle. Look at this. Look at this chaos. Turtle, are you doing fine? Yes, Turtle is no longer an orphan over here, but they are down to just a duo. So now let's go and check in on what is going on up at the docks. Oh, she finally fixed the problems. I am hoping the problems have been fixed. And we do have Broken Spirits coming up over here as well. Look at this chaos over here. Broken Spirits is just to the east, peeking over the hill. Bones has to come into zone. I don't know if Bones has any viable vehicles, is what I almost said. How about that for a tongue twister? Me of all people trying to do a tongue twister. Alright, so let's see. We still have a standoff over here now. Kaiser trying to get the... Ooh! Oh! And he gets found by MCH. Where's MCH? Let's check in on him. Is he still in the one shack? Yes, he's in the... He's over here in the house on the 2nd floor. He has moved up and now he's trying to find Bones. And look at this. The Paper Rex Femme team are in a fight with... I think that was made in Nepal. Where are they? Where are the Paper Rex team? I see. Oh, look at the map. Everybody is in a fight right now and the zone's getting ready to collapse. So now let's get on over here. Let's check in on Made in Nepal. Made in Nepal did get it. I think the Paper Rex Femme team right on down in the Western Bridge Farm. Look at this. They are trying to find him, and I think Waterboy got found by him, and they're now getting pulled up on. Let me go over here and check in on Drake. No, that does not say Drake. Otok. Otoki. I have no idea what this name is. Let's get on over to Susie. I can actually say Susie. And I say Susie, and it's probably Sussy or something, you know. Oh, man, and Made in Nepal, it looks like maybe 2 of them have been knocked over here while I'm over here worrying about the names. I got teams going off. Look at Susie with the nade over on the Fury. And Otoki was able to get another knock. So now, I think Made in Nepal, let's see, are just down to Chopper now. And Chopper's, he's, alright, that's it. I'm out of here. Those ladies too mean. JPK should have stayed. Oh, be nice. Alright, so let's go. Let's see what else is happening. We do have another fight right up here. Let's check in on Unique Legacy. Unique Legacy trying to go across the golf course with velocity. So Napoleon doing donuts up on top of the hills. Let's see. He's trying to figure out where velocity are. Let me check in on a Nuxify. Nuxify also doing the Joy Boy, you're gonna need some coverage coming in and across because we got Shaggy. Alright, so look at this, he made it across, and now Zero Mercy and Manic back in that fight. So now Nuxify, he's got the SLR, you know what that means. But now Velocity, you can see that the zone has moved and Velocity has to push. So they got to go over into Unique Legacy or wrap around them. We'll have to figure out what they want to do. We still have the Chaos over here. No, Alpha for Legend. Bones headed up towards Potato Hill. So he was able to get on out of that. Zero Mercy. Let me check over here. Make sure that there's just Zero Mercy. And Salmon up to 4 eliminations. And this is where all sorts of slaughter has taken place. Let's head on over here and find out what is going on with the XO Elites. The XO Elites coming up on the Broken Spirits. You can see the Broken Spirits right over here by the chopsticks. Let me check in on the Broken Spirits, see if I can find my Emma. Blake and go. Oh, Jack Lord. Jack Lord. Again, you are in so much trouble, Jack Lord. You have a nose for it, don't you, Mr. Toxic, for you, Mr. Toxic. Alright, so we do have almost there up to the northeast of them, and you just saw Exo Elites take over his compound. There goes Bones. Bones ran right into Velocity coming into Pachinki, so Velocity got around the golf course and came up through Pachinki, because Pachinki is such a nice quiet town. It's a retirement village. Alright, let's go. Let me go ahead and put the iPad up there so you can check in on where your teams are. Let me slide on over. You can see that Velocity is still to the north of Pachinki. They're a little hard to see with that lighter gray, but I think you guys can check that out pretty well. And let's see, it looks like Exo Elites are on the move again. They may be the next ones to get into a fight. I think they're just moving up, but you know that not too far away is Broken Spirit, and we also had that other team straight across from them, which was the Top Losers. Where did they go? Oh, they're over here. So we do have, let's check in now on Complex Esports. Is that it? Yes, Complex Esports right over here with the Real Gunners Esports. The Real Gunners are coming on down. Let me check in on the temper. Big fan of XO, says Alejandro. Yes. Oh no, Nemo gets found from almost there. Almost there was the other team I was trying to think of that was over there by XO and Broken Spirits. Let's check in on Moten, see what Moten is doing. He is just keeping his eyes out, watching for rotations. He knows that Unique Legacy moved up into the stacks right behind him. And is that you down there, 90? Nope. Bear? Nope. It must be FR99. Alright, so everybody just calling it their little compounds home at the moment. They are all getting all settled in nice and tidy, but Zero Mercy wrapping all the way up and around, and I'm sure that they're on the sweep zone trying to find any any solos coming in late, but they are not going to have fun trying to figure out where they want to go. I guess they're going to take over one of the chopsticks, but don't forget the chopsticks do have several teams around them. They got Unique Legacy to the north and XO Esports to the south, so they do have some neighbors very closely. Alright. And look at that, Unique Legacy wrapped all the way around to that north side, coming in right to the north of Zero Mercy. So there they are. Whoop, we already knew that. Let's go, guys. It's been one of those days. Alright, so Zero Mercy is about ready to have Unique Legacy land in their lap. I'm thinking almost there. Does not have to move. Top loser, Kaiser's already got an anchor point into zone, so the rest of the top losers should be able to come on in. But we do have all the Team Entity that needs to come in. Let's get Team Entity over here on the screen. We haven't said hello to them yet. If you've got a team that you want me to check in on, make sure you shout it out in the YouTube chat. Nighty! Finding one of the top losers. So I think he got the confirm too. And oh, Shaggy was able to get a knock over, so they traded knocks across the way. Look at how close they are over here. Velocity coming on in. XO, says Alejandro. Yeah. Oh, XO coming down and in to the chopsticks. Look at that. We do have Nexus OP paying attention, trying to figure out where they went. He just saw the buggy going into the chopsticks. Let's check in on Unknown. Yes, Velocity. You need, throw some smokes. No, Velocity. Let's get on over to the Velocity and find out what's going on with them. It looks like they're all doing just fine. They do have all these walls, but then they've got teams coming in from every direction. XO Elite. They know that Team Entity is coming down off the mountains from them. So now let's see what else is going on with the rest of the chaos. Put this map up there in just a minute, because it does look like right now they are all just still trying to get into the zone, trying to find their spot. Let me get on over to the fight, and I just missed the main Nepal fight, but we do have the fight with Velocity down at the other end. Joy Boy right on over here. Joy Boy, let's see what's happening. It's across the way. It's Zero Mercy. Zero Mercy was in the fight. Let's get on over to Salman. He is up to 6 eliminations. They have 9 eliminations together. And now our zone does pop again. And it's just all out chaos. Everybody trying to push into the zone. Look at this. We got Entity. He's still coming in from that northeast, and they're going to end up right in the lap of Velocity. Velocity not too far away from Broken Spirit. Mr. Jack Lord on your screen is still in this. So now let's see. We have 6 teams still in here, and we do have the top losers behind us. Let's see. Do we have any other teams down here? Alright, so I'm going to try to scroll on out as far as I can to give you guys a good sky view, and we'll get closer as the zone shifts. I know it's hard to see through the blue, but I'll put the iPad up really quickly to show you how close these 6 teams are. And this is your zone right here in the Gaka fields in the chopsticks. Alright, so now look at this. They are all running right under Jack Lord. And Jack Lord, I did not mean to leave you up there for so long. So let's see what is happening with Velocity. Let's check in on Velocity as they are trying to find XO Elites coming down the tunnel. Look at that. Joy Boy, you turned your back just in the wrong second. Right when he came peeking his head out. Joy Boy turned. Alright, so let's see what else is happening. Can I get any closer? Look at this. We got Unknown. Look at Unknown trying to anchor into the zone. And what does Unknown find? Is that just a hay bale? I think that was just a hay bale. And now the top loser coming right up and in and Moten, punishing them for that drive right on in. So now we are down to the top 5 teams. We still have XO Elites in here. We've got Entity in here. Velocity, Broken Spirits, almost there. We almost have all the teams in this. Almost. Let me see if I can keep coming right in and around. And I think that's the best I can do for the new sky view. So let's go ahead and put the iPad up there as they are still coming into these chopsticks over here in the GACA fields. Joyboy trying to run in and across, trying to get through here, and we're down to the top 4. We still have Broken Spirits almost there, XO Elites, and Velocity. We are on Joyboy. Let me check over here at Moten. See what Moten is doing. Coming right up and in. He's got an M16. He's taking the spray on the M16. He's going to try to get XO Elites in the nade check. Look at this. Ooh, right over the top of his head. So now Joyboy straight across from him as well. XO Elites getting lost right there in all the smoke. And there goes XO Elites. And they're down to the top 3 teams now. And they are still right over here on top of each other. We got almost there. Velocity and Broken Spirits. So now look at this. Moten down to 1 HP. And now let's check in on where Bear is. Because you guys know I love to say where Bear was. The Broken Spirit. Oh, fun. And there it is. There it is. I didn't even get to finish my sentence. So now let's go. Take that iPad off of there. Almost there. Coming in first with 10 eliminations, 10 placement points. The 20 bomb for the very first Erangel match. Velocity coming in second with 6 eliminations. And the Broken Spirit all the way into third with an elimination. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6. 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, and 16. Going all out. Zero mercy. Salmon. 6 eliminations. 594 damage. And we'll be jumping with Zero Mercy when we come right back. Be right back, guys. Taken over most of Via Del Mar, although the wizard is still here in the church. And Zendry, oh, never side. Up here, he does get found by Zendry. He was chasing Zendry down, and Zendry is going to come back and get that elimination. Calicar finishing off another one. So now, ooh, and now we got the fight going off down in. Guys, I cannot be in so many places at once, and so now we do have Naomi. Let me get down to Bartona. X-Force has moved in. X-Force is coming in to Bartona with the Sentinels. We have Fate over here. I saw it. There they are. There's Valak right up top. Let me go over to Fate. Let me check in on Fate's position. I don't want to lose any of these fights, but guys, when you have 12 fights going off in 2 screens, it's not that easy. Blux is the last one still standing. So now we do have a duo, and I think Dead Aim is right there on the outside. I thought he was inside, but we do have a duo from Dark Esports still coming down. We have Naomi and Magic right up here, right on top of them. Let me get on down to over here to the Wolves and find out what's happening. They've been much more quiet than it was yesterday. Yesterday, the fights were a lot faster. We still have all 4 of each team over here. We do have Baton keeping an eye over onto Legacy in control. The kid over here is trying to keep an eye on Dorn, straight across Dorn. I think that's stranded over there, and we do have Wancho going over to pick him up. So let's see what else is going on. And I think there goes
Wait a minute. What just happened? Oh, he finished off Dark Esports, but what it cost. He got a 3-piece on to Dark Esports, but now he is a solo, and it is still only stage 1. So let me see. Oh, we got Shu Young. Shu Young, what are you doing over here? He is in a fight with the Mizaxis. Mizaxis coming in, and they're only a duo over here. And there goes Geo. Mind has been knocked, and now it is Shu Young and the Sleepy One versus Chosen versus Triggs. Triggs is the last one still standing. Oh, and the nade by the Sleepy One. Look at that Godzilla face. We should be able to get mind back up, but we did lose Geo. And X-Force now in that fight right on down below. Let me see what's going on. Alim taken down and out. Where is Valak? Valak's still coming down and around. Right over here with Fate. They're both pushing up into the Sentinels. We do have Jit knocked, and I'm not sure where. Oh, yeah, he is getting picked up by Flo. So now, let me go ahead and put this map back up so you guys can see where your teams are coming in. We are still going up to that northern side. Let me go ahead and put that up for just a minute while these guys do get out of the smokes and try to head on out. We still have Fate and Valak in here, so let me check in on Fate and Valak there. They are going to be able to go ahead and finish looting Partona, because it does look like the Sentinels are leaving Partona, and we still have the Wolves. I just saw Doran. Oh, Chahal has been knocked, and oh, here they come, all 4 of them coming right up those stairs. No, all 3 of them. We do have Doran on the off angle, shooting right on through, and oh, Sandu gets taken down and out. So now it is just up to the kid, and the kid with that nade straight on down, watching Baton, tries to get the nade down onto Baton, but does not connect with that nade. But it is now the kid with the Vector M4 against all 4 of them from the Wolves. All 4 of them are pushing right up and in, and Wancho with the pump shotty taking over Monte Nuevo with 4 eliminations. All these teams do need to get up to zone. The Wolves just barely outside of zone. We have the Emperors coming in. We still have Nucleotag coming in. We have the Sentinels coming in. We still have the X-Force coming across. And they do have the Sentinels chasing down behind them. We have the Real Gunners coming up behind the Digital Age, behind the Wolves. And we do have Rival 6 and the Sinners. Ooh, got a lot of them outside of zone. And we do have a cluster starting to happen right down in the center zone. We've got Dreamers Esports with the Exo Elites coming right up on the other side of them. And we are still so spread out. I can't really get a good shot. Ooh, the Sentinels are wrapping down and around all the way around the outside of Prison Island. You could see them all the way down at the south, but we do have, here they come, right up onto HP 43 Quackity right across behind that broken wall. And let's see, we do have the shots from the off angles. And ooh, almost there in a fight with Shoot to Survive. Where did that happen? Let me see if I can find out where that is going on. Shoot to Survive right across, and it is, oh, Sticky Bomb. So we are right across just to the south of Crater Field for Shoot to Survive. Philo getting that knock, but we're back up on our feet. Still a full 4-man team for Shoot to Survive. We still have the Sentinels all the way down to that southern side of Prison Island, and we still have the fight between Exo Esports, or Exo Elites, and the Dreamers Esports over here. So it looks like Team 4 is also coming up and over towards the top side of this fight. They're a little bit farther than I thought, but we have the Emperors also coming in not too far away from the east. So let me see. X-Force may still run into the Sentinels. You can see that the Sentinels are wrapping all the way down and around prison. They are right by prison, and X-Force is going through via Del Mar. So they could still run into each other, even though they managed to get away from each other. I feel like Crow may see the real gunners right behind him. Oh, on top of him, to be honest. Oh, Crow. Crow on the scooter. You gotta hate being on a scooter. Hello, Rushy. Hello, Rush. Welcome. Alright, so it looks like he's going to be able to get out from under the real gunners. So the real gunner was up on those oil tankers, but Crow getting out of there. Oh, I see a yellow tag right in front of him from Dark Esports. No, Dark Esports is not in this. So who was the yellow tag that I saw? Must have been...
Hello everyone and welcome back. We're headed into match 2, Miramar of the Battle of the Stars XO Esports Conquest Trials. So let's see. They told me that we will have live scores after this match. So after this match, I'll be cutting in with some live scores. And it says that we're getting ready to start. Oops, wrong button. Wrong button. I'm still getting used to my buttons, guys. That is not the right button either. Let's try this one. There. Alright. That's what I wanted to do. Alright, so this time we are jumping with Zero Mercy Salmon. Salmon? Salmon? Anybody hungry? 6 eliminations, 594 damage. So as soon as we start with this, we will be jumping with Salmon. And let me go ahead and go into match number 2. A los bienvenidos a los juegos. I don't know why I said that, but True's not even here. Are you out there, True? Let's go. There we go. Headed on in. Let me get the iPad up there for you guys. Let me put this iPad up there. And this time, we're going to go and find Salmon. When we load in. Eventually. Let's go. Did I miss Zero Mer? Oh, he's all the way up in slot 4. I don't know why, but I just don't ever seem to look at slot 4, and that's where the top fragger seems to like to be. And I didn't put him up there. There he is. He's not doing a whole lot of much. So let's go ahead and hit that. We're coming in from that southeast edge once again, but this time we're coming in just from the south side of Puerto Aparicio, going through the southern farms of Los Leon, over the top of Chumacera, Ladrilla, and over to the western wasteland, the western wall. Dr. Chemist, hello! Big fan, Dr. Chemist, hello. Alright, so let's see what is going on down in Puerto Aparicio. I do see that we've got Manic down there with Made in Nepal and XO Elites. They are all right over here in this Puerto Aparicio area. It looks like Made in Nepal almost there, and I can't quite see who's right under almost there. Let's see. It is the top losers, so they're right there with almost there. You can see that Los Leon has some teams coming on in. We've got the Real Gunners headed in there, Broken Spirits headed in there, Alpha 4 Legends, and we've got a solo over there from the Paper Rex Fem. So let's see, it looks like Alpha 4 Legend landed right on top of them. Zero Mercy over here by themselves, and the Paper Rex Fems. There's Susie. They're only a duo, but this Susie is quite the brute. So let's check in on what's happening. Oh, she was ready for that push, and she's coming up and around trying to chase him down. And she's got the Tommy gun and another one. I think she wanted to shoot her own teammate. She is pumped and ready, guys. Let's see if she can make it on up. We do have Alpha 4 Legend right there. Oh, and Susie gets knocked, and so now it's just the Lisa up. Oh! With the pump shotty, and she's able to take him down and out. So now the Paper Rex Femmes are up to 2 eliminations. But you can see in their mini map, they have teams all the way around them. They got the Real Gunners to the north, and the Real Gunners are kind of pushing southward. They've got the Broken Spirit south pushing north, and then they've got Alpha 4 Legend. Look at this. Here comes the Real Gunners right up into the Paper Rex Femme team. So can they hold off another team? So let's see what's going on now. Elite's in a fight over here with Manic, and now we've got the Broken Spirits also in a fight with Alpha 4 Legend. They are all right here in Leones. You can see that they are just right here in the southwest edge of Leones. Leones is huge, and they have all decided that this is the hot party spot. So now we do have the Real Gunners right downstairs. I think that is Azpec. I think I can see Azpec's name right on outside. Azpec throwing those nades, the sticky bombs. Sticky bombs incoming. And who's over here? We got Nahan. Nahan on the outside taking down Broken Spirit. Toxic for you. He was one of the last ones. Let's get back on over there. Where's my mouse? I can't even switch over fast enough. Where is Susie? Lisa's been knocked. Susie's right on over here. And the Real Gunners are still pushing up the stairs. Oh no! Azpec is a Paper Rex Femme casualty as well. Susie up to 2 eliminations. Susie just trying to get Lisa back up on her feet, and the Real Gunners are not about that. Now Tempa finishing off Lisa, but Susie is not done with him. And Susie does not have any ammo in her gun. Look at that. The drop down. I thought she was gonna get Neon with that. What kind of chaos was that? Teddy coming in and across, also wanting to get into the third party. And look at this, Teddy's horse jumping up. He's ready. Alright, so now here they come right up and in. We did lose one from the Real Gunners. We lost Azpec, as you know. And we do have right on the other side Broken Spirits. Still have that fight between Made in Nepal and the Exo Elite. So while you guys do that, I want to figure out what's going on down here with Exo Elites and Manic. Looks like they're pulling apart, so we're not missing that. The rest of the teams, we do have several teams up by that Opozo area, and I will put the map up for you in just a few minutes, but I do want to stick with, can you change the aspect ratio? Everybody's a critic, I'm telling you. Alright, Tempa is moving up and in. Tempa, do you already know that the Broken Spirits are right there in front of you? Do you know that they are coming up onto you? There's Void right on the outside. Tempa, no! Oh, right into Void. So now Nehan and Nemo are the last 2 remaining from the Real Gunners, and he sees, look at this, he can see that we got, not gonna lie, trying to get across that street, and he did get in behind that wall. So let's check in on Not Gonna Lie, see what's going on with him. He's doing just fine. Let's check in on Void. They are all doing just fine over here, but they do still have, they're pushing up now onto the Real Gunners. Here comes Teddy. Ooh, Teddy and Void. I think Void is the one that's going to be pushing the weight on in. Let's see what Void is doing, because they do have the offhang. Oh, Bones is that. Bones taking the shots across. Bones also wants in onto this third party. Let's check in on Bones. See what he is doing. Alright guys, let's get out of Leones for a minute. Let's head on over. Let me go ahead and put that iPad up so you can figure out where your teams are. We've been in Leones for a minute. You can see all the way over to Crater Fields. We have Velocity coming down. We've got the Fanatics in El Pozo. We've got the Complex Esports west of El Pozo. Unique Legacy down in Monte Nuevo. We've got Team Control Star maybe getting pushed up on by the Fanatics. It looks like they might be on a collision course. We still have, let's see, Made in Nepal moved all the way up to Impala. Top losers, they left Leones. They were said, oh no, there's just way too much going on here. They went up to the truck stop and got themselves some snacks, guys. And let's see, Team Entity over by La Hacienda del Patron. And I think the top losers may end up over here on Zero Mercy in Minus Generalis. So let's get on over to Minus Generalis for a minute. Give the small man, oh, Team Control Stars, the Fanatics. I knew that was about ready to happen. So let's get on over here and check in on what is happening with Team Control Star Robin keeping an eye right on down onto the Fanatics. The Fanatics in the grays just to the south of Mount Kilimanjaro, and I think there was an off angle. I'm not sure. Let's check in on what's going on. Godson, a favorite in the chat. Get people calling them out. Yes, that was another team on the off angle. Let's see, who did I just see over there? Maybe not, guys. I think that was too far away. All right, Kaisra, hello, my gorgeous twin. Hello, beautiful. I hope you are feeling much better today. Oh, Doki with that crazy off angle. Doki is always finding these crazy angles. Look at this, straight on through, but Doki, and it was Skur coming up and around, but then we've got an off angle over on Mount Kilimanjaro. So you look at this right across the way, and I think that's the one that it might have been. It's Santi Zin. Let me check in on you, see what you are doing. He backing it on up, boys. Beep. All right, we do see Skur across the way. Let's see, Skur, go. Skur's feet just a flying, and Doki, he can see your head. Look at that. Oh, Doki, Skur getting, oh no, Fanatics. Now they are having some issues across the way. Look at this, Robin wrapping up and around Mount Kilimanjaro to come down on top of Santi Zin to pressure him to get him off of there. And let's see what's going on with Robin. Look at Robin coming on down. Coming on down, boys. All right, let's get on over here. Let's check in on what Jur is doing. All right. Jur having some issues with Team Control Star on all these angles on him, and Jur does get found by Skur. What are the odds? All right, Godson coming up and in with the 12 gauge, trying to find Skur on the other side. And find you, Robin from the other angle. The Team Control Star on these angles, the coverage of how they are able to cover their teammates, and this is just unbelievable. And there goes Godson. So now we are down to just this guy right here, and he does have Skur and Doki across, throwing the smoke, trying to get the sight lines off. He may be able to get Skur up, but that's, oh, the molly right on top of him, but the molly doesn't get him. So let's go. Let's see, almost there, and Zero Mercy now in a fight, so we'll have to go and check in on that in just a minute. Let's see if the Fanatics can, oh, there goes Doki to the 12 gauge sandwich, and now Skur and Robin right on the other side. So now Team Control Star, it is a 1v1 over here. We got Robin and this guy. Oh, and the Fanatics, even though Team Control Star had all those angles, the Fanatics come out of that as a duo. So let's get on over to Entity and Zero Mercy and the rest of them right on over here. Almost there. Let's get on over here and see what's going on with almost there. Throwing those nades up on the ninja. That was a molly, not a nade, but you knew what I meant. Oh, look at this. He does get Nightmare with that molly upstairs. And there goes Nightmare. So we do have another one. Oh, and he gets found. So now here comes the rest of them from, and it's just down to Bear and 90 from almost there. So now let's see what they can do, because now Nexus Team Entity is coming on down and in. I see Ace OP. Ace OP, don't you run right into that free fire from almost there. So now try to get it. Bear is the last one still standing. Real Gunners Esports Nehan, I see you over here as well. So now let's see. Oh, what a nade by Hunter. Oh, Hunter even got one of his own. I see you, Nehan. So let's see. Hunter, what a nade over here. But we're going to be able to get Nexus OP back up. Ace OP and Nexus OP up to 2 eliminations each. Now, let's see what else is happening. Let's go. Let me see. Let's go ahead and put the iPad back up there so you guys can figure out where your teams are. Let's slide on in. We do have a team way over in the blue. Velocity coming on down that far western edge, so keep an eye on that as well. And I'm gonna go back over here to the Broken Spirits, because the Broken Spirits are coming up onto the top losers now. You can see the top losers right on down to their south. Drop a like so the stream can be recommended to others. It works with the algorithm. Thank you, Martin. Thank you. Shout out to Martin Nephew. Thank you. Alright, so we do still have Bones up on that western industrial edge. So let's see. Is Bones trying to Teddy doing some ballet moves over here? Yes, he is. Bones is paying attention, trying to. Oh, here comes the top losers. I see Kaiser in that background. So our zone, look at this. We got a donut zone going right between Leones and Chumacera. Looks like Unique Legacy is right there in the Abbey, just to the northeast of Chumacera. So there you go. Now let's get back over into the action, because I do think that Complex Esports and the Exo Elites, we're getting ready to get into a fight, but it looks like the Exo Elites might have pulled back just a little bit. Let's go back over to the middle of the map. We have Nehan, the Fanatics over here, and we also have Unique Legacy. Like I said, Unique Legacy is up at that church. So let's go. Let's see what else is happening. I think Nehan, oh, we got another team coming up and in. Habibi right over here now. So he's got an anchor in, but you can see that Entity is coming down. There's Hunter right there. So let's see what else is happening. Let's head on over to Made in Nepal. Top losers find Void from Broken Spirits. So there they go. There goes Void and Chopper. Chopper going really slow. I think he saw Team Complex Esports right across from him, and then there's another team all the way over on that other edge. So I'm not sure what Chopper. Oh, he does. He sees Chris right across from there. Is Chris? Can he see? Yes, he can. He can see Chris right there. Chris is taking those shots and doesn't connect very much damage, but Chris now knows. Oh, right on top of him. The whole team coming up onto Chopper. He's got that DBS, but he is also getting shot from the back. So let's see who. Oh, Chopper trying to hold off the push. Look at the jump shot. Oh, wishy with wings. Drinking a Red Bull for the night. But look at this, Smokey in my chat. Smokey on my stream. Hello, Smokey. Smokey is over here getting into the third party for Made in Nepal, and the rest of the team over on the other side. I think he's gonna. Is Swaz knocked? It looks like Swaz is knocked. No, he's just over here. So now let's see. Smokey with that brilliant coverage across the hilltops. So now I think let's go ahead and check in on the rest of the map. But I think I saw another couple of teams getting really close, and oh, they are still right over here with Complex Esports. So now let's get on over here because Complex Esports still has Made in Nepal right on top of them. Did Velocity make it in? Yeah, Velocity. Where did Velocity go, guys? Oh, Velocity's right here under XO Esports. I see him now, so we'll check in on that in just a minute. So let's see. Ooh, we're gonna go ahead and smoke our way up. Panic trying to get up this edge, and Wishy again. Wishy trying to get some more helmets off of the Made in Nepal. So let's see. Oh, can Panic come up and over? And Swaz is right there. Swaz was able to get Fury back up onto his feet. And here comes the fly. Ooh, the distraction play. So now Wishy coming right on through. Panic getting that knock, and now Fury right on the other side. Smokey is still trying to come up and in, and Chris is up at the top trying to get the shots across the way on top of Smokey. On top of Smokey. All covered in ammo. Alright. From the top losers on that Broden spray. So now the top losers are coming right up and into Complex Esports. And look at this. We already have a beer up here. Oh, I like that. A beer up here. Could we have a draft, please? Alright, so let's see. Let's check in on Zelo. It looked like Zelo right on here. Wishy is still over here. It looks like Wishy is trying to get on out of there. They are. Oh, Wishy, we had you in that 3 times, and now they are chasing you down. But we do have one on the back angle. Look at this. On the off angle. So there we go. It is Chris on that back. Oh. Did he see you? I think he just saw your helmet, Chris, and they're keeping an eye. Look at this. Trying to get those shots over on the Zeno. What a spray with the 4 times, but Chris is down to 5 HP, and no! And there goes Chris. Chris out to Max, top loser Max, and now Complex Esports down to just a duo right over in this very southern edge. They do have to get in the zone just yet. And we do have, it looks like Entity and Manic Turtle again in some issues. So let's get on over and check in on Turtle. See if Turtle can get out of this issue with Entity right on over here. What you doing, Turtle? Turtle and Zayn, the last 2 still remaining for Manic. And look at that. Turtle having some issues. Oh, there goes another one from the top loser. There goes Panic. Or out to top loser and Wishy. I think we just lost Complex Esports to the top losers after that fight with Made in Nepal. And so now, let me go ahead and put this iPad up there so you can check in on your teams. See where they are, and it looks like we got another perfect donut zone. And oh, Nehan, you do have some teammates coming right up and in onto you now. Not exactly the team you wanted though, so let's see what Nehan can do over here. Oh, no, oh, who found you? Was it Nehan? It was Nehan. Nehan spraying the turtle right on out. Let's go. So let's see what's happening over here. Because now Nehan has teams right above him. He's got the Unique Legacy up at the church. He has 4 or 5 teams, and he still has to get across. He's got to get across this ridge line. You could see that he's got the Fanatics right next to him. I think I can scroll in even more. Let me go ahead and put that map back up there so you can see just how close these teams are. XO Elite's taking out Shaggy. I just love that name, Shaggy. Poor Shaggy. Alright, so we did lose Sanabi, but XO Elites are just over here at the Chumasera strip mall. And they still have to move on in, and they're trying to get around Unique Legacy. Unique Legacy up at that Chumatsera church. And oh, Velocity. Who found Velocity? The top losers. The top losers found Velocity. Let's get on over to Velocity. Find out what's going on with them as the XO Elites are pushing right up and in. And the top losers are not that far away as well because they just got that knock. I think Nuxify is going to be able to get SK5. Oh! And Nuxify finds Carry. So now, XO Elite. Unknown. Are you a solo now? Unknown trying to get on over there. Yes, Unknown is now a solo, and he's still trying to get around Entity. Entity is right there in front of him. I don't know how the XO Elites are going to be able to get into the zone because the zone, everybody is on this edge. And, Unknown, you gotta heal up. Unknown, you gotta heal up. You're gonna go out to the blue. Oh, so close to the zone now. Let's get on over to Entity. It looks like Entity is in a fight. Let me see what's going on with Hunter and SOP. is trying to get those shots across onto Velocity. You can see that Velocity is right down that ridge line on the other side of him. Butch Kaz! Hello, welcome, Butch Kaz. Alright. Let's see, can Ace get on in? He's got the Fanatics on one side. He's got Velocity on the other. Let's get on over to the Chumasera Church and check in on the Unique Legacy. What is happening up here? Because they do have to move on out now. They have moved off. This is the third time in a row we got a perfect donut zone. And we still have 5 teams in this. They are going to the wide open with that road split. Let me go ahead and put that iPad up there so you can see if your team can make it into zone. Some of these teams are already in the zone, but we do have Unique Legacy in. It does look like the Fanatics are pushing right up and in, so the Fanatics may be gatekeeping. Yes, Anuj OP, and look at this, they're moving right up and in onto the Fanatics, and coming in right next to, which team is that? The Broken Spirits and Entity are all right there as well. Let's check in on the Broken Spirits and find out what's going on as they're trying to push up and in it. Look at the topography. Oh, that nade. Oh, from every angle, he didn't have a chance. He didn't have a chance to move in any direction. Let me see if I can get the sky view going for you guys and see what is happening in this lovely zone. Look at the topography. So these teams at least have places to push and try to get on through. So we still have Team Entity, Unique Legacy, and Velocity. Velocity is for me and team. And look at the spread for Velocity. And there goes Ace OP. Hunter's still trying to take those shots. It looks like Napoleon. So Joy Boy for Velocity over on that other edge. And Hunter is running right up and in onto Xenon across from him. So now let's see. It does look like Marioso has also been knocked, and there goes Unique Legacy. So now it is just Entity. Oh, when these guys are done, they are done. Stick a fork in it. Velocity coming in first with 7 eliminations. Coming in second, we've got Team Entity with 6 eliminations and Unique Legacy with 6 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, and 16. Going all out top losers. We got some maxing it at 4 eliminations, 645 damage, and with that We will be jumping with Top Losers Max when we come right back, and we should have some live scores. So I will be right back.
Must have been the orange tag from Doran, because Digital Age is way to the north. Oh, where's X-Force? Oh, X-Force going all the way over to the western wall. Oh, and Crow gets found by the center coming out of Picado as the solo does take Crow off that scooter. But he does have the wolves all the way across on the other side. Why are they shooting boxes plus points? Excitement, celebration. I wouldn't worry too much about that. Sometimes they just get crazy. All right, so let's see what else is going on. What else is going on? Toast right up on over here. Toast is right here, right next to the Rival 6. So let me check in on Shoo Young. Where did you go? He's shy, guys. He's shy. Coming right up and over on the other side of the Emperors. So the Emperors were right underneath Shu Young, and so now he is still chasing them down, still trying to figure out. Oh, we could see them right there. And the sleepy one making an appearance on screen upside down and backwards as they are all pushing right up and into La Gabaria as we are still going to the north. And the Wolves and the Sentinels ended up running into each other right on down here. Jit trying to get away from that spray by all three of them over here. We do have all four of the Wolves still standing. Wancho, oh, we driving right past them. We still have X-Force coming up along that western edge as well. Everybody else clustering into, oh, Crow just not having any fun today. He has been taken out, headed over to Sandhawk as we speak. Alright, so now let me check in on Beton and see what's happening. It does look like the Sentinels are pulling away, and now the Real Gunners Esports right over here underneath this drop. You guys know I have a problem with the drops. Let's see if I can get over here to the actual people. Real Gunners, oh, are we down to just Coffin? It is down to just Coffin, so he does have the Dreamers pulling right up and in onto him. He does have the S12K, so let's see if he can hold off the three-man push. Oh, and there goes the Real Gunners out to the Dreamers. Let me go ahead and put the iPad up so you guys can check in on where your teams are, because they are all pushing into La Gabaria for the most part. So, oh, even the center. Oh, the center just went right up and into the Rival 6, still coming up and around with that S12, trying to get the shot onto Shu Young. Shu Young finishing off the centers, but the Emperor is still taking those shots across at not only Rival 6, but Nucleotide Esports up on top of that, and X-Force. Oh, Claus finding X-Force. So now we are down to just Valak. Valak is the sole survivor to the X-Force. Fate getting taken out by Claus. And now the Wolves are not too far away from X-Force, or from Shoot to Survive. Did I say that wrong again? I'm trying to be so good about this. Let's see. I think we're going to have some issues for X-Force coming up and into this northern side, because the northern side is just packed full of teams. You can see as he's driving right on through, he's coming right between the Digital Age and the Dreamers Esports, coming up and into Nucleotide, passing by Rivals and Dreamers Esports, finding them. That was a rough entry into zone. Alright, so now we are still going over to that western side of La Gabaria, just to the north of Crater Fields, and we do have Beton really close over here to Claus. Let me see if Claus has his eyes over here on Baton. And look at this. Claus in the grass, the desert. The desert gilly. There we go. Go ahead and put this back up here while I try to find the next fight. It does look like the XO Elites are still having fights, and we do have the Emperors now pushing right up and in onto the Dreamers. The Emperors, all four of them straight across, and Nucleotide in that fight over here with, where did Nucleotide go? They're over here with XO. They all wrapped around that northern side. I didn't even notice they went all the way up and around to the north side of La Gabaria, coming right up and in onto the Wolves. Oh, Wancho coming right up and in, and now Tiger, the last one, still standing over here. I don't think Quackity has knocked Tiger down to about 20 HP, and they are still coming in. I didn't even notice that crazy wraparound to the north side, coming around and landing in the lap of the Wolves. So now the Wolves are up to 7 eliminations. We are down Doran, but we should be able to pick him up because we are right here on the edge of zone. Zone is getting ready to pop, and we are going out even further into the hills just to the southwest of La Gabaria, north of Crater Fields. So now let's see. I'm not sure how the Sentinels, let's go over here and check in on the Sentinels. I'm not sure how they're going to push through all these teams. They do have the Dreamers right there in front of them, and the Emperors right to their north. And Rival 6, oh no, the sleepy one has been knocked. So now I think Rival 6 is down to just Mindful, but he should be able to get Shu Young picked back up. Cloudy does get eliminated. Oh, and Claus coming up over the other side to get that knock onto almost there, and he is just on the edge, the eastern edge of zone, and all this is happening out on the other side, just as the play zone is trying to push right in. Philo coming right up and in on top of Bob. Bob is right there, and Claus taking those shots over at Philo as he drives right next to Dark Light, and now he is still headed right up and over into the zone, into the belly of Shoot to Survive. They are all right there on top of those hills. Blaze trying to get the shots right on down on top of Philo, and Blaze. And so we do have Shoot to Survive taking over the whole southern side, and the Wolves coming in from that west. We do have the Digital Age already planted in the compound in that north side of zone, and everybody else is just trying. I feel a fight coming on as the Wolves push into Shoot to Survive. Claus gets knocked by Doran from the Wolves right here. Claus right down below Blaze, and I'm not sure anybody's going to be able to get over there unless Blaze can get the Wolves off the top of the hill. So we still have all these teams in here. We have 8 teams coming in. There you go. You can see where everyone is. It is at this moment, it is the Wolves versus the Shoot to Survive, and we are down to just Blaze. Blaze is the last one still standing, and there goes Baton. So is Doran the last one? I do see one more. Oh, Wancho. Oh, that nade by... Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, Velocity with 29 total points. They had the winner chicken dinner, almost there. Coming in second with a winner chicken dinner and 24 total points. Unique Legacy coming in third with 15 total points. Woo!
We are with Battle of the Stars, and it has been battle after battle non-stop. And we are headed into Rondo. So, such a gorgeous, gorgeous map. So, let's see if I can do it again. It's going to be my second time in Rondo, guys. So, it cuts me some slack. Everyone's a critic, I tell you. I'll leave these scores up for just a second more. Alright. Alright. So, there we go. And I think we still have EXO up in there, up in slot number 1. So we haven't started yet. I'll leave these scores up here for you guys. We are starting any moment, but I'm going to go ahead and have another drink of water. As I said, I don't know why you guys hate the sound of my water bottle, but I will mute. Alright, so EXO is the hosts have gotten out of slot 1. So this time we're going to be jumping into Rondo with the top losers max for elimination, 645 damage. So let me go ahead and put that iPad right on up there and get these off my screen. There we go. Let's go ahead and click on that to get that up there. Click on that to get that up there. Match 3 Rondo. Here we go, guys. Let's head on in. Oh, let's go find the top losers and max. Ooh, slot 6, that was easy. Oh, Anujo P. Butch Kaz was just thanking you, Anuj. So let me go ahead and put that up there. Oh, where's my buttons? There we go. There we go. There we go. Now, let's see. We're coming in from that very north edge, just between Nanchao and Rayan, going across the top of the stadium. I know a lot of people love to drop into the stadium. Headed down between Jiaotin and Yulin and all the way down to Longho. So there you go. See, hello! Leaving for home now. Be careful and news, drive safe. Alright, so we do already have 2 teams headed right up and in all the way to this very north side. Let's see what's going on. It is top losers with Manic. So let me go ahead and put this on the live stream. There you go. They're right here in the same town. So let's see what's going to happen between these 2 teams, and I will keep an eye on where the rest of these teams are going. Looks like we got real gunners headed over towards Bamboo. Let's see what else is going on. Jiaotin with 2 different teams. We do have Zero Mercy with Entity. It looks like Entity taking over that western edge. It's a very large city. Let's see. We still have, we got 2 teams headed over to the test track. We've got Alpha 4 Legends and Made in Nepal. Let's see. The rest of these teams, we do have right on top of each other this huge map, and look at that. Our map goes pretty much center zone. So we got the top Alpha 4 Legend and Made in Nepal. Made in Nepal, look at this. They're running over each other. They're knifing each other. Where is this happening? Oh, right in the center of zone. Let's see. The Fanatics over, and look at this chaos down below. Alright, let's head on down to the south side. I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, put this iPad up here. We'll check in on these fights in just a second, but I want to head on down into this chaos right over here. Did you get that over on the Zayn? No, you didn't. Alright, what is happening? What the rest of this. Oh, I can't even figure out. It looks like they all separated out, guys. So let's see. Where is Alpha 4 Legend and Manic? They are right over here. Let's see. It looks like they've separated out in the test track. So we'll stay here for another minute. And let me go ahead and put that up there. And the Paper Rex Fem team with the XO Elites. Where is this? I think, oh, Paper Rex there, right on down below. Let's see what's happening down here. Looks like Susie. Oh, Ashley. Ashley up to 2 eliminations already, and they're over here chasing the XO Elites. Look at this, the XO Elites right in front of them. And Susie behind the wheel trying to, oh, Ashley sprays another one out. So there's a 3-piece for Ashley and a squad wipe for the Paper Rex Femmes. Ashley onto the XO Elites. Ashley, the first one. Oh, did that not go up there? Come on, click. It's not clicking, guys. It's not me. It just did not click. Ashley, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't even know. Alright, so let's see. You're welcome. I hope you're doing good. I am so sorry, guys. I am so sorry. I don't know why my OBS is being weird. Hopefully it doesn't kick us out. And so, Alpha 4 Legend down to just M1416. We do have the EMP zone going off over here. And let's check in Entity. Entity going out over here. Salmon was the first match top fragger. Let me make sure that that's up there. I'm so sorry, Ashley. Ashley with a beautiful 1v4, and I missed it because my OBS is not clicking there, not exactly being nice. And look at this, Salmon has a 1v3 against Entity, I think. No, it is not Entity. Who was it that they were fighting? I cannot even remember. I'm very disappointed in myself. So let's see what's happening with Unique Legacy over here. I see another fight going on. Unique Legacy with zero mercy. Napoleon does get taken out there. Over here at I think this is one of the recall centers. Oh, Marioso with this switch over onto MZH. I'm all upset. Oh, Marioso gets found by Nightmare from across the way. We do have a couple of the other ones still right in this area, but let's see what's going on with Nightmare. Nightmare trying to come up and around, trying to figure out where the other ones are, because we do have 2 more. He sees the smoke from Shaggy. I think Shaggy used that to get across the field. And I am so sorry that you guys missed that 1v4 for Ashley. Alright, so let's see. Shaggy, what are you doing over here? I think Shaggy's going to try to get on over to Marioso. And we do have, look at this. Oh. He knows that there's now Nightmare right there. Salmon has come up and in as well. So it looks like Super Mula was able to find Nightmare over here, keeping an eye right across on the other way. I'm so sorry you guys missed that. I am so devastated. Alright, let's go. We got another fight right in the center of zone now as well. We got almost there with Made in Nepal. So let's get on over there for a minute. I think Unique Legacy and yeah, I think Zero Mercy is pulling away. Let's get on over to Made in Nepal. Made in Nepal right here. They were on top of each other. There they are, almost there, right across the way. And I see Smokey getting ready to come out and around. Watch yourself. I do think that they got a knock over on the Made in Nepal. So there goes Moki. Also coming up and around. So let's see what else is happening. FR 9-9 right in front of them. So Smokey trying to get the distraction play, trying to get Trying to get those heads to pop up and over so the rest of his team can... Oh, Fury does get knocked from above, and now look at this. He's trying to fight it, trying to come right up and in on the seed swap. Smokey with the seed swap over onto almost there. FR 9-9. Smokey's down to about 5 HP, and here comes Molten and Bear coming up and around the other side. So look at this. Smokey needs to get on out of there. He is healed back up, but Molten is now coming around on that other side. Let's check in on Molten, because Molten's coming around the top, is going to try to get some of those. Maybe not. I thought he was going to rotate up and around, but let's see what else is happening. We got 2 EMP zones. I didn't even know you could have 2 EMP zones. And now the Paper Rex Fem team is down and out in this zone. So they got to move on out as soon as they get a chance. Let's go over to the Broken Spirits and find out what's happening with the Broken Spirits as they're coming up into the higher lands out in the middle of the zone. So they were by a couple of teams over here. They were not too far away from Zero Mercy and Unique Legacy. But look at the chaos over here. I am so sorry, Ashley. Alright, so let's see. We got the real gunners coming right up and in onto Complex Esports. Nemo. Nemo's like, squad on me, squad on me. And look at this. We also have Broken Spirits on the backside. So Complex going on around both sides of this. And now Broken Spirits and the Paper Rex. Is that, yeah, and it's Broken Spirits running on down here. I did see Paper Rex coming up into this, so look, they're all just driving next to each other. I'm waiting for one of them to start honking. Usually they honk for me. Nemo finding one of them in the Complex, finding Bear from almost there, and there goes Bear from almost there. So Bear, let's see, Bear is no longer there. Let's check in on close there. Guys, the test track is to your east. Alright, so incoming vehicles any which way. So let's see what else is happening up at the test track. We still have the EMP zone. We've got Alpha for Legend. Top Losers coming down. Manic coming down. So they both came out of that city way to the north. So now let's see what's going on with Void over here. And one of them did get not gonna lie. So Nehan's now in a fight over here with Team Control Star. Let's see, where are the real gunners? Real gunners, where are you? Here, there you go. Right on down to the southeast side. And Robin, Nehan up to 2 eliminations now. So where is Nehan? He did get a knock and an elimination. And they're not even going to pick you up, Nehan. They're going to make you run all the way up to the top here. Oh! Ooh, Nehan trying to get out of the spray from Team Control Star. You know Doki does not miss many of those. And we do have Doki and Angelika still up here. Real Gunners going into zone. They do have this small compound, but they do have Doki and Angelika up at the top of the hill in the bird's nest. Oh, Angelika finding Nehan. And now look at this. We do have, oh, Bear is still there. So I did not think, I thought I saw him getting eliminated. Sorry, Bear. Velocity and Nuxify. Velocity coming right up and in. Hello, Kaisera. Hello. Let me scroll on in. I forgot all about my other map for you guys. There's just so much chaos. This is the largest land map in PUBG, and they are all right on top of each other non-stop. Let me go ahead and put that up there for you, and we are getting ready to restrict the zones again. So these teams are going to be sandwiched in even more. So while you guys look at that, I'm going to go ahead and see where the next fight is. I do see a fight now with Manic right over here on top of Complex Esports. They are in the same compound now. So let's see what is happening over with Complex. Let's check in on on Crisis. Crisis. I think I've been calling you Chris. And look at this. Wishy. Wishy is getting into a position as well. Let's see what kind of off angle. Look at Wishy. Wishy trying to figure out where they all are. And Dolphin. Dolphin is right there with Nash. Let's see, what is Nash doing? What are you looking at? Because I do see that Dolphin is over here near you. And I see the nades coming out. They're trying to find you, aren't they? So now Fury. Look at this. Made in Nepal against Zero Mercy. One more time. Alright, let me scroll on in a little bit more. Figure out where Made in Nepal and Zero Mercy are. Made in Nepal. Where did you go? Oh, they're all the way up to that northeast edge of the zone. Let me go ahead and put that up there. I'm going to switch on over because it does look like they're just going to pay attention to each other. Let me check in on Smokey. Smokey is over here trying to get in the zone. And I think that's Velocity. Up so high. I was driving that vehicle over there like that. So now let's see. Alpha 4 Legend coming on in. Smokey trying to gatekeep him, but he does have, look at, Beer is right there in front of him for Top Losers. He's making all this noise, and oh, he does get punished by Max. Max, the last match top fragger, and I don't know how we switched over here so fast, but looks like Fury's going to be able to pull him back. Look at that. We do have another recall. Let's get on over to the Real Gunners Esports. Azpac does get taken down. Let's check in on Nahan. Woo! Nahan right in and across. Nahan. Tempa. I think Tempa got that elimination. Tempa's up to 4 eliminations now. Let's check in on Tempa. Tempa now keeping his eye up onto the Top Losers. Trying to get out. Oh, he connects quite a bit of damage over on the Zelo. Zelo is still coming into the zone though. Man, let's go. Let me check in on the rest of this. See what's happening because we're still coming in. We still have recalls. We are in zone 4. We still have recalls. So we still have 47 people in this. And Nahan gets knocked now on the top of that hill. And let's see what is happening. Woohoo! Tampa! Oh, Top Losers came right up and over. So now it is just up to Aspect to get his team picked back up. And there goes Real Gunners Esports. Oh, Beer trying to get out of that spray now as Made in Nepal are coming down off the top of that hill. So now let me check in on what Made in Nepal are doing. Fury is getting shot at by the Top Losers. Look at this. They're going to put him right into that car. Head down to the south. Oh, can you not get him in the car? What ornament? Red ornament. You've seen the spiders and the pumpkins. Now you're seeing the Fury. The Fury coming in on the roof. Alright, let's go. Let's see what else is happening. Let's go back over here because now we have all of Alpha. What is Smokey doing? Smokey, you in trouble over here. It looks like you were getting chased on down. So Smokey is coming right up and in. onto a couple of teams. It looks like I can't see. Alright, Team 10 right in front of you. That is Team Control Star at your back. Don't park there. No, don't park there, Smokey. Let's get on over here and see what's going on with Angelinka. Angelinka does have Almost There right on top of him. Woo, these guys are all over the place. Hello. Yes, guys are up. Alright, we do have Velocity. Velocity came up into that cat. Look at your mini-map, just the mini-map alone. But now look at the chaos over here on the larger map. We have teams all on top of each other. We're in stage 5 with 29 players remaining. Just 5 seconds ago I said we had 49 or 42, something like that. And now Angelica trying to get those shots down onto Moten. Moten right on down below. Where is Smokey? Smokey, you're in trouble. I hate to tell you that, but you're in trouble. Alright, let's get on over to Doki. Doki, what you doing? Okie dokie. Alright, so it looks like Velocity. Velocity came in over here onto the top losers and Manic. Look at this nades going off right in front of them. Anuxify and Joy Boy both up to 4 eliminations, and Vortex has been knocked. We do have Turtle right across the way. Anuxify, who are you looking at? Because you got all sorts of choices. You got all sorts of snacks from appetizers. And I do think Vortex is going to get that res. Yes, he is. Turtle for the win. Oh, you could see Max that last match top fragger, and Turtle throwing some smokes to keep Max's sight lines off of him. And look at that smoke. Perfect smoke to block Max's view of Vortex being able to get that heal off. Now, Angelinka, who got you? Let's get on down here because it looks like they're coming right up and in onto Doki. Doki is the last one still standing, but you can see that we do have Velocity right in front. They came right on down into the middle of this. And, oh! Incoming mortar! Who got you with the mortar? Who is doing the mortar? Did Velocity take it? Xenon, did you take yourself out with that mortar? Is that what happened? Oh, no. Sorry for calling that out. Susie from the Paper Rex team. Let's get back over to Paper Rex. Let me put... Oh, Ashley. Ashley was up to 5 eliminations. Ashley, I'm so sorry. One more time. But they are up to 11 eliminations. Look at this fem team, guys. Putting some of these teams into work. So let's go. Let's see what else is happening. We are still losing teams on the outside of edges. That almost there gets taken out by Zero Mercy. And just like that, we're down to the top 3 teams. Let me see if I can get some sky view of this gorgeous Rondo map. You can see Paper Rex right up on top of that. Zero Mercy over to the west, and then the top losers over here on this eastern edge. The drop over by Zero Mercy, but we got Katie up on top of that ridge, and I'm not so sure Zero Mercy's going to want to go and try to grab that just yet. Now, our zone is still wide open. I can't quite get everybody in there. Let's go see what we can see from her angle. And that's a little better. So let's see. Oh, Paper Rex on the push. There goes Susie right on down and in. Let's see what's happening. And we got the incoming. We got the emergency cover. You saw those coming right on down. And they are up to 12 eliminations. Using the divot. The divot from the mortar. Look at that. We do have Lisa right on the other side of the Doritos. Oh, and top loser Max is able to find her. So now let's get over to top losers. Max has been knocked, so let's go. Let's see what else is going. Let's check in on Nightmare. Nightmare trying to crawl right up and into those zones. Well, we'll stay with Nightmare just for a minute. Lisa does get found by Max and finished off. Susie is in the divot right in that zone. I think the zone is still on top of them. The zone is too small now for me to really see. I think Katie is just on the outside of zone. Let me go ahead and put this iPad up so that you guys can see. There you go. Right here. So let's go. These are your last 6 players. We do have Katie behind Susie. We've got Boops and Nightmare for Zero Mercy. And that, oh, that nade over on top of Kaiser and Max. But no knocks just yet. So let me go ahead and get back over to the live stream. Let's go over to where Katie and Susie are. Katie right on this backside, keeping coverage, trying to let Susie know which way they are coming in. Look at this. the coverage to be able to see what is happening. Oh, what is that sound? Is that another donut or another emergency coming on in? And Max, I think there goes Max. So now we are down to Katie and Susie versus Nightmare and Moops. Susie down to about 5 HP, and so now here comes some more emergency covers coming right on down for Zero Mercy. The Zero Mercy still trying to get on in as they are moving right up and in on top of each other. So let's see. Boops is pushing right up and in. Let me get over here on the Boops. Boops is on the other side of Susie. Let's see if we can do some side by side this map as they're trying. Oh, Boops gets taken down. Let's check in on Nightmare. Katie, it is now a 1v1. Susie versus Nightmare. Here comes the nades up and over towards Nightmare. We do have, I think Susie may be able to get Katie picked back up, and I'm not sure. Nightmare on the push, trying to come right up and in. He does have that Molly in front of him, and they're coming out and around on this push, and what an ending! What an ending! Coming in first, Zero Mercy with 14 eliminations, 10 placement points, a 24 bomb for Rondo. Coming in second, the Paper Rex Femmes. They had 12 eliminations. Ashley with the 1v4. Shout out to Ashley. I'm so sorry. I did not catch it on stream. Top Losers coming in third with 8 eliminations. GG top 3. Here you go. The 4 through 6. 7 through 9. 10 through 12. 13 through 15 and 16. Going all out. Zero Mercy. Nightmare. 7 eliminations. 1,067 damage. And with that, we will be right back for tonight's final match with some live scores and some Erangel. Be right back.
By Doran taking Blaze down. Oh, here comes another nade. Oh, a follow up nade by Doran. What a nade, landing right on top of Shoot to Survive. And we still have Nucleotide right on the backside of the Digital Age. And he does have to go through them or go around. I have no idea how he's going to get into the zone, because he has to go across the street and into the Digital Age. The Dreamers and the Wolves. We do have the Sentinels over on that other side. Oh, shit. Woo. Oh, Wolves. Wancho finding shit all the way across. He tried so hard to get out of that vehicle, and now we have the Sentinels trying to drive right up and in. We got Nash jumping out. He does find Dreamers Esports, and Dreamers Esports is taken out by, who got you? Diamond got, oh, I'm losing it. I cannot keep up. So the Sentinels flow up to 6 eliminations. We still have 3 teams in this. We still have the Wolves from the top. But look at this. We got the Digital Age pushed right up and in onto the Sentinels coming into zone. And there goes the Sentinels, the Digital Age versus the Wolves. So they are all still coming in. Digital Age on the east, and we've got the Wolves going all the way north to south, taking over the zone. But Don out there in the center zone, driving around. And let's see, I can't really get you, I can't get you too close just yet, but let me go ahead and put the iPad up so you can see how spread out they are. We do have Baton trying to work his way up and into the Digital Age. Now all of them are outside of zone. No one is in zone right now. So they're, oh, that was a little overcooked. So the zone goes from just just to the south of Wancho and to the north of Baton and that dip right there, so we have no more dip. Let me go ahead and see if I can find a better angle for you to see this zone. This is your zone. Talk about wide open spaces. There is nothing but a scooter in this zone. Look at that. Ooh, and there it is. There it taking over boot camp. I do see Shoot to Survive over here in a fight with the Sentinels and Blaze. Oh, Blaze going down. Where is Claus? Claus does have a weapon in his hands, but now they are down. Oh, Dark Light just knifed Jit from the Sentinels, and Claw's still coming down and around this corner edge. Let's see where Dark Light is, right up over here. He has an AK now, and we do have the Sentinels. Let's see, I still think Claus is coming. Oh, Claus getting that off angle right when we switched over to him. Can he stay on his feet, though? Cloudy and Flo, the last two remaining for the Sentinels, still trying to get those shots over onto Bob and Dark Light. We did lose one from Shoot to Survive, and it was Blaze. So now let's see what's going on as the duo Dark Light and Bob come pulling right up onto Cloudy. Cloudy does have the Tommy gun. The rest of the map is pretty separated. I see Fate from X-Force getting really close over here to Nucleotide. So Fate, I'm not sure if Fate's gonna. Oh, he did get knocked. Claus is mad. He mad. Alright, so let's get on over here and see what's going on as Ragpa comes right up and in. So we'll do a side-by-side. They are right on the backside of each other. Fate watching as he comes right up and around, right on top of them. So let's see. Where is Fate? Where is Fate? Oh, he's got two of them back here. I'm not sure who's back here with Fate, but X-Force, we do have... Who is that down at the south side? I cannot see where they all are. X-Force. Ooh, we have a Remix in here. Hello, Remix. Let's go back up to Fate, though. They are all pushing right up and in. We do have another one coming up. We have all four of them coming up from... Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Let me switch over to... Godlin is right here, right in front. And here goes the rest of them. Fate popping right up and in. So now let's go back to the side screen. Get this down on here. And X-Force Fate does get knocked and taken down and out by Josh OP. Remix is still on his way up and around. We do have Godlin knocked up in there, up in the top of that tower. And look at this. We got another team coming up and in. It is the Sinners. The Sinners are also coming up along this ridge line. And we do have... It look like, yes, we do. Almost there is also over here. So we have four teams at the top of Boot Camp Hill, all right here by X-Force, by the Sinners. We got Almost There coming all the way in from the east. We got the Sinners coming right up and in. Remix gets knocked over here. And let's see, where is the rest of them? Let me check in on Valak. Valak up at the top of that. And oh, we have Dark Esports now in a fight over here with Shoot to Survive. And I think we just lost Klaus. We are down to Bob and Dark Light at the ruins of Camp Alpha Mountain. So we do have Naomi, AP, and Calicar coming right up and in onto the duo, Dark Light and Bob. Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores going into tonight's final match of the XO Conquest Trials Battle of the Stars? We have Velocity
Winner, chicken dinner, 40 total points, almost there. Winner, chicken dinner, 36 total points. Zero Mercy with a winner, chicken dinner, and 34 total points. There are your points. We are getting ready to match. So, oh, did it just say that we were starting? No, it did not. So I'll leave these up there. There you go. Beautiful graphics. So easy to read. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, it did start. It did start. All right. So this time we are going to be jumping with Zero Mercy Nightmare. 7 eliminations. 1,067 damage. So let me go ahead and put the live screen on up there. Let me switch that over to Erangel. There it is. Losing my voice. These guys are so sweaty tonight. Let me put this iPad up there. There we go. And now let me find Zero Mercy. I hope that's what I just read. Oh, my brain's fried and I'm not even going to be able to find them fast enough. Where is Zero Mercy? No. Ooh, everything's starting so fast. Here you go. Tonight's final match, the final flight path. We're coming in from just to the south of the Zarky Farm area, going across North George, the Georgia Pole Crates Ruins, to the west of Pachinki, over the top of the 12-pack, through Military Base and out the docks, just to the east of the docks of Military Base, the central south side of Military. So it looks like we've got Alpha for Legend headed over towards Severny. We do have Team Control Star headed down to the hospital. But I also see Complex up in that Georgia Pole area, along with XO Esports, or Elites. They are not too far away. Looks like Entity is right there with almost there over the Gatka Fields. And we've got Unique Legacy headed over to Rosshawk. We've got Velocity taking over the Cube and the car spawn by the Cube. Let's see. Real Gunners Esports taking over Pachinki. Got a lot of chaos over that Ferry Pier area as well. And Broken Spirits right on down in that Military Base area to the south. It looks like they're both headed to the docks. So let's go ahead and just check this out, because you can see that they are all going to be landing in this very small little compound right here on top of each other. Oh, Toxic for You was just looking at all of them. Oh, they're running right in front of Toxic for You, and now, oh no, he found the pistol, and there he goes out to Manic Zayn. So now Broken Spirits, let's see, Void does find a QBZ, so let's see if he can held off any of them on this push. And our zone, you can see, is all the way to that northeast. So these teams have to get off the island. Oh, Void down to about 5 HP, and it flashed across that it was Zayn getting those shots. And so now let's see. He is still coming up right in front of us, trying to get those shots over onto. Oh, and he does find Turtle as there. Oh, he's able to eliminate Turtle, but Void does get taken down. So now it's just up to Teddy. And not gonna lie, let's check in now over onto Made in Nepal. Dolphin coming up. He's got Sticky Bomb right on in. Ooh, he missed the door. It's right there on the wall, and it goes off. And now the rest of Manic is able to pull right up and in. Dolphin trying to get in through that window. Here comes the Molly, right as he came right out and in. And so now Broken Spirits is at Teddy. Teddy was on fire. Teddy down to about 20 HP. And here comes the rest of Made in Nepal, all coming right up and in on top of him. It is Manic, not Made in Nepal. Manic and Made in Nepal, they get me every time, guys. M-N and M-I-N. I cannot see the I in the middle. Oh, Daddy with the jump shot over on the Dolphin, and now... Oh. Vortex finishing that off. Ooh, all right, let me go ahead and put that iPad up there so you guys can see where your teams are. We got teams spread all over this Erangel match, and not many of them are in zone. So it does look like Velocity still working their way over to Stauber. We do have Alpha for Legend up in Severny, Unique Legacy over in Rozhok, and School. They have both of these places to themselves. Top Losers down by the farm. And we do have, let's see, is Ashley in this? Let's check in on Ashley. I gotta give Ashley some screen time love, guys, on that 1v4 that I missed. And I still feel so sick about that. I think the next fights are gonna be over here between Exo Elites and Complex Esports. Oh, that's Team Control Star. Team Control Star is up here. So Team Control Star, not too far away from Exo Elites. And we still have Complex all the way to the north on that, in that Georgia Pool area, North Georgia area. So I thought Complex was over there. Alright, Made in Nepal, the real Made in Nepal, I'm sorry guys, are over there towards Top Losers and the Real Gunners now. So we should probably get over there in just a minute. Oh, Dolphin! Oh, Ashley finding Dolphin. Ashley the brute. Alright, so Dolphin, where did you go? Oh, Dolphin found a little cove. Yeah, Ashley, Dolphins are good. Dolphins are good. So Ashley already finding an elimination, and we still have the Paper Rex farms there, all right over here in a 2-2 split. We have Susie and Lisa towards the north, and Katie and Ashley right on down near Vortex. It looks like Katie might have found Vortex over here, but I don't see Vortex taking any of those shots. And we do have Zayn up in that compound to the north. And now Made in Nepal. I'm sorry guys, I do it every stream, I know. Made in Nepal right over here with the Top Losers. Once again over in this farm area. We're over at the West Farm this time rather than the Murder House and Central Farm area. So they're right here. It does look like Fury was able to get an elimination over onto Top Losers. Let's check in on Max over here. Top Losers are still a trio, so I think that's a 3v3 over in this area. No, it's 2v2 over in this area. Alright, let's check in on the map and see what's happening. Look at the Paper Rex farms though. They're taking over this entire military base area. Look at this. So, let's go. Alright, so if any of you guys know Ashley, let her know I'm sorry. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. Ooh, I see a mess up here. Let's check in on Alpha 4 Legend. Alpha 4 Legend right here with Team Control Star. Team Control Star coming out of that South George area with the Exo Elites and coming right up and over to this north compound. North of Rozhok, north of the river, so they're just right up. Let's see, is that Robin up at the top? I think Robin is up on, yes he is. He's getting those angles, keeping an eye in every direction. I hear some shots going on down below him, but it's not one of his team. I just saw Velocity poke right up and over there. There they are, right there. Skybot going on, SK bot right in across. So let's see what else is happening on the map while we check this out. Look at the cluster over by the volcano and the gas station out there, West Yasnaya Bridge. So let's go on down over here and find out what's happening with Unique Legacy. Oh, Maiden Nepal Fury just got knocked zero mercy. So they're in this fight. They did come up and oh, I'm sorry. I can't stand so many of them. So let's see. We're going to be able to get him picked back up, and Swaz trying to come up and around for Made in Nepal. Oh, that's a treat. No, Swaz doing the reverse. But he is not too far away from Salmon, and we know that Salmon was the top fragger of the first match. And who found you? It was the Inspector. The rest of Maiden Nepal are going to be able to get on out of there. So let's see what else is happening, where everyone is. I think Paper Rex may end up with the top losers coming in. Let's check it. Look at this. We got Team Control Star coming down into Rozhok. They moved down south. We still have Alpha 4 Legend over at East Raz. And I think there was another team not too far away. We have the Real Gunners over at the Recall Center for the school. We got Unique Legacy at the Volcano Compound. And let's see, we do have another team coming in. We've got Entity coming up and in. I thought I saw another team over here. So we do have, oh, they're over at the school taking a shot straight across onto Team Control Star. And I hear Ace and Nexus OP. Come on, click, click, click. There we go. They're out. Let's go. Let's check in on Ace. Ace is up here trying to get those angles. And I see Bones is also out scouting. Let's check in and see what Bones can see from wherever he is. Looks like he's already back over into East Raz. So let's go on over here to Velocity. Velocity, you still have Complex Esports right around you. And here comes Complex Esports right up in Xenon and Joyba. Oh, from the gas station. So now, look at this. Nash is up to 3 eliminations. They should be able to pick up Crisis and head into, look at this. They have the whole northern side of the zone. Let me put this iPad up there so you guys can see that we still have a team all the way down on military base. So that team is Made in Nepal. No, Manic. Gosh, I'm just not with it tonight. Manic coming up from Sosnovka. We still have Almost There coming in from the 12-pack. We also have the Fanatics coming in from that western edge of Pachinki. So let's see. Ooh, Paper Rex Thumbs. They ran into the top losers. So Max keeping an eye on Susie. So let me put Ashley back up here. Ashley is up to an elimination, and Ashley does have the hovercraft. Look at this. They got the hovercrafts. They are just over on the other side of the road from the car spawn, the Walmart car spawn, and the OP dip, not too far away from them. So they do have the top losers right on top of them. So look at this. Ashley really close to the OP dip that's over here, and then they got a 2-2 split. Alright, what else is happening? They're being a lot smoother coming into this zone. Well, look at how they've set this up. Got Ashley in one hovercraft. Let's see. And Lisa in the other. Look at this. Look. I don't know why, but this reminds me of the Transformers mode for some reason. Alright, let's check in on the Fanatics, as the Fanatics are trying to come on in, and you guys didn't even get to see that. It didn't click again. What is happening? I'm getting angry now, guys. So, let's go back to Ashley and Lisa. Look. They were just sitting over here in their hovercrafts. I just thought that was unique. Alright, so let's go. I don't know why it is not clicking. Alright, so what is happening right on over here? So we do have Alpha for Legend right on top of Team Control Star still. We still have Entity. We got a lot of teams coming around the school compound, and we still have, if I can say it right for the first time tonight, Manic coming up from Sosnovka. They're still down on that military base. We are only in stage 2, down to 14 teams, and now our zone's getting ready to pop, and we are going over to the school Rozhok volcano area. So all that area has most of the teams already in it. What are the chances that the teams are all already right in there? Lisa and Ashley are already on the move, headed on in their hovercrafts, getting ready to set up. And I'm kind of curious, guys, so bear with me. I want to see how they set up onto this next one. So let's get on over here with the hovercrafts. And they're going just to the south of Zero Mercy, coming up onto this compound. Let's see what kind of positioning they do. I'm really interested. All right, let's get on over to Unique Legacy Mario. So what you doing over at the volcano compound? We do have some shots coming down on top of them. And who is up on that hill with them? It is the Top Losers and Complex Esports. So Complex Esports right across the way, and the Top Losers you can see are right over there at the volcano. So I think that is Max over at the Zillow. Yeah, Zello is up here at the volcano. So we do have the Real Gunners still not too far away. You can see the Real Gunners. Tempa, I see your flag on my screen. Alright, and here comes, try one more time for tonight, Manic, coming up that west bridge through Pachinki area. Almost there, wrapping all the way up and around. It does look like the Paper Rex them are getting into position over by Potato. They're still on that 2-2 split. We have Made in Nepal coming up not too far away. And all these teams are pretty settled in to their position. I don't really see any of them getting into a fight just yet. They are still rotating, so I'm going to go ahead and put the iPad back up there. Hopefully I can get it off of there again. And I think it, I don't even know, guys. So there you go. Hopefully you can see where your teams are. You can see that they are all crushed right in on top of each other. So let me go ahead and get that off of there now. Make sure it's off. Stay. Stay. Alright, so let's see. Where do we want to go and check in on? Looks like, ooh, Lisa and Vortex from Manic were pretty close to each other down here. Robin, oh, Robin might have some problems coming right on through Rozhok. He does have Team Entity right up on top of him. Entity, you can see Nexus OP right at the top of Roz Hill. It doesn't look like he took any of those shots though, so they must be, Entity must be watching something else coming on by. Looks like they're watching JPK up in the barn is what he's doing, but he's also keeping his back clear. So right here on this ridge line, he does have Manic for the 20th time coming up in. I'm so sorry, Manic and Maiden Nepal. You guys didn't keep switching teams on me and playing with each other. I'd figure you guys out eventually. Zayn coming in across this golf course now. He's trying to come up onto Team Entity. Look at this car. I do love this car. Beautiful. Beautiful skin. Alright, so it does look like Zayn might have seen Nexus OP. Nexus OP right there behind that buggy, and I think, let's check in out. Oh, the off angle from Ace OP. So now, I think that might be it for Manic. Alright, so let's head on down and see what happens when we do have the Paper Rex Femmes going right past Made in Nepal. The hovercraft coming right down through. Let's check in on Ashley again and see what's gonna happen as they're right up here in the woods. So let's see. Looks like they're just gonna wrap around, but they're gonna end up over here onto XO Esports and almost there. Almost there is a solo. Ooh, I think they want to take over. Look at this. Here comes all of Zero Mercy as well. Ashley just watching all these teams just driving right on past. What was that? Alright, so look at this. Now Ashley jumps out, and we do have Zero Mercy right on behind him. And now they're going to set up just to the south side of the volcano. And so Katie coming up and over the top of this. Katie trying to figure out who's at the volcano. And look at this, the solo from almost there. FR99 does get a knock over onto the XO Elites. And he gets an elimination on the XO Elites. So where are the XO Elites? We're down to a solo player over here. Unknown. Gonna go ahead and rotate the other way because they do see Paper Rex Femmes and Zero Mercy in this fight right to the north of them. Let's check in on what is happening over here. A lot of nades coming out. Let's go over here to Ashley one more time. See if I can get Ashley doing what she did last team. Has Zero Mercy coming right up and in on top of them. Here comes some nades from Ashley up and over, but now there are several teams all around Ashley and Katie, both in this hovercraft. So now let's go ahead and scroll on in a little bit. This is where all the chaos is, but you can see that the zone has moved away from all this chaos. And now we are headed right back over and in. We did lose Lisa at some point. They are trying to drive right on through into the zone. Ashley, no, that is not the right spot. Ashley down to 1 HP right across the road from Real Gunners Esports. Let me get some Real Gunners Esports. And Nahan does have Ashley in that nade shack right in his 6x scope. And so now, oh, right through it. And that was Azpek with the nade in the nade shack. So now let's see what Azpek is doing. Azpek is in zone. You can see the Real Gunners are in zone in the upper right hand corner. Top Losers, Alpha 4 Legends. So Fanatics are trying to get on in. And so now, hello Umesh, hello. Let's see what's going on with Zero Mercy coming up over onto Entity is down to just Hunter, and this nade from Salmon is Israel. Oh, the Inspector taking them out with that nade. And now look at this, here comes MZH and the, oh no, he gets spun around. And Robin, who was that top loser? I can't catch up with it, but there goes the Inspector and Salmon now trying to come right up and in onto Max right in front of him. On the other side is the rest of his team. He does take down Max, and let's see, he is able to thirst him up here in the car lot. So let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit more, and let's head on over to Alpha 4 Legend in the fight with Team Control Star. Let's see what's happening over here. Angelica down, JPK right across the way from him. Let's check in on Doki. I cannot catch Doki. There goes Doki out over here. And it is just down to JPK, the top losers, coming right up and in onto this. So now let's see, where is the top loser? A beer right on this other side. And I don't think that was the top loser. That was the Alpha 4 Legend, because I'm losing my mind over here. Alpha 4 Legend taking over East Rise. And so East Rise is out of zone, but we do have top losers over on that backside. He is right across the street, and you can see that we are down to the last 6 teams. We have Alpha 4 Legends, we've got Unique Legacy, Top Loser, Real Gunners Esports Fanatics. The Fanatics still trying to get on in and almost there. Look at that, almost there. FR99 drove all the way around from the OP dip to the south side of all these teams coming up on the other side of that school apartment. So, oops, there we go. Put that back up there. So, Bone's trying to get some of those smoke bombs going off, and let's go on over to the top. Loser. See what's going on with the beer. Is the beer also trying to come down off this volcano compound? And let's check in on Unique Legacy. Oh, Unique Legacy down in the trenches. Let's check over in Napoleon. Napoleon trying to throw those nades up and over. And we are still crushing into the school recall center zone in all wide open spaces, and now here they come up and in onto the Real Gunners. The Fanatics coming in from the south, and look at that, stop that arrow from coming on in, and now Nemo trying to get the shots across over onto Alpha 4 Legend. Nahan up to 2 eliminations. Look at Nahan keeping an eye on Unique Legacy, trying to get some of those third party, because Unique Legacy and Alpha 4 Legend were right on top of each other. We are down to the final 4 teams. And let's see, Unique Legacy. This is center zone over here. And the nades are coming up and over. Real Gunners, they have to come into all this. We've got almost there that needs to come on in, and so does Alpha 4 Legend. Let me see if I can scroll it around this way, maybe get a better what is happening. Still a little bit out of sight, so it is in the blue, but let me put the overview up on the screen so you guys can see where these teams are coming in. And don't forget, there's another team over on that other side. And let me get back into the live action now. So we still have 3 teams in it. You can see all 3 teams. You got Alpha 4 Legend. We have Real Gunners Esports pushing in and across the street and almost there, trying to get those shots now over on the Nahan, and it is Nahan throwing the smokes, trying to keep the sight lines off of Alpha 4 Legend. And look at that, Alpha 4 Legend trying to come up and in an Azpac over onto this side, getting those shots over onto M4, and now it's just down to Bones and almost there. FR99 trying to come on in, and now it's just up to Bones. Bones is out of zone. Is he going to go in zone, or is he going to deny that point? And he denies the point. Whoo! Coming in first, the Real Gunners Esports with 8 eliminations. Coming in second, Alpha 4 Legend with 7 eliminations and almost there. Coming in third with 2 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, and 16. Going all out for the second time tonight. Zero Mercy Salmon, 4 eliminations, 743 damage. Guys, I will be right back with tonight's unofficial live scores. Be right back.
Just on that western edge of this. Oh no. I think that is it. We did lose Klaus. Alright, so we lost Fade in this, but we do have a let me try this one more time. We do have 4 eliminations for X-Force, and X-Force is getting away from almost there, but almost there is now pushing right up and in onto the Sinners over here as we talk. As we speak, so now the Sinners are down to just a duo. Everybody getting off the top of that bridge line. And we also have Legacy in control all the way up the top. And now let's see what's going on over here. We do have, oh, look at this, Shoot to Survive trying to get away from Dark Esports. They are nestled down into this cliffside now, getting away from Dark Esports, and the duo doing just fine over here. But Legacy in control now coming right up on this ridge line. So now we have 3 teams at the top of Camp Alpha Ruins. And I'll go ahead and put that iPad up so you guys can see where they are, because they are all right on top of each other. We do have the Mazexis over here on top of the Emperors, and ooh, Assault OP. He's doing that jiggle wiggle dance that they do. So now let's check in on Leader K, see what Leader K is doing, coming right. Oh, he was able to find him, but now he sees Rana right there. Oh, look at this. Mazexi's Leader K still coming up and around. So Assault OP, I believe, is the last one still standing. Leader K, oh, Leader K finding him. And that is a squad wipe for Leader K of the Mazexis onto the Emperors. Now we do have another fight going off right on down here, and it does look like Legacy in control is the sole remaining team. It looks like the Shoot to Survive have gone on down, as well as Dark Esports. So let me go ahead and put that map up here so you guys can check in on where your teams are, because there's been a lot of chaos and a lot of carnage in this very few minutes of Sandhawk match. Alright, so who is right down there? Is it Patty? Nope, it is V2. V2 is right here down below. All 3 of them, I believe, from the Real Gunners. I believe there are only 3. Yeah, we did lose Neverside, but they are coming up and in. So now, ooh, X-Force. X-Force is now getting, oh, Alim and Remix both have been knocked as almost.
Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see tonight's final scores? Coming in first, Zero Mercy, 44 total points, 1 point away from almost there at 43. 3 points away from Velocity at 40 points. Look at these eliminations. Look at the winner chicken dinners. Jeez tonight. So tomorrow night we will have 4 more matches of the Battle of the Stars. This has been with XO Esports, the Conquest Trials. So thank you everyone for coming out and supporting XO Esports and me. We both truly appreciate you. Have a great night. Stay safe. Come back tomorrow for some more live action. Have a great night. Good night, guys.